हरि माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन 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 यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितां तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाङ्ग्रहे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं नमः। श्री चैतन्य ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो व सर्वावस्थां गतो यत् स्मरेत् पुंडरीकाक्षसाभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचि श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी सन्माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम। Can you all see me and my screen both? I think you can see my screen but not. Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu ji, can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, happy Vinayak Chavithi to all the devotees. Grateful that you all joined and giving your association. Yeah. So Ganesh ji has given Bhagavad Gita to us in writing. So in Brahma Samhita, it is mentioned, Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Dvande Pranama Samaye Sa Ganadiraja Vignana Vihantum Dalamasyata Sa Govindam Adi Purusham Tavaham Bhajami. So he always worships at the lotus feet of Krishna and he gets all the powers to remove obstacles in our bhakti. Ideally, it is mentioned he can remove the obstacles in our material endeavors also. But when we approach Ganesh ji on this auspicious day of his birthday, I'm sure he will definitely remove all the obstacles in our sadhana, and he will give all the prosperity for us, health, good wealth, which is our spirituality. He will give everything, and when we approach him, I'm sure he will be very much pleased because we are reading his reading the books that he has given for us. So let us all sincerely pray to Lord Ganesh Ji to give all the Shakti, Bhakti to us on the our spiritual progress. And wishing you all a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 12th chapter. Before I start, I need all your blessings so that I can speak something useful for me. And in that process, if any of you find anything useful, I'll be happy. And I may speak in this 1 hour beyond my realization just to serve the Srimad Bhagavatam. So please forgive me if I speak anything wrong, because you're all seniors to me. Thank you so much for attending. Hare Krishna. So till 11th chapter of 6th canto, so many great devotees spoke so many great things, what has been happened. So to start with this lecture, I will give you a little context to what has happened till now so that we can connect to the topic and we can understand the deeper meaning of this chapter. So what has happened till now? Maybe I'll not cover since the first sloka of Bhagavatam, but I'll cover from where this is related to little. Okay. So Indra disrespects his guru, the guru of demigods, that is Brihaspati. When Indra disrespects Brihaspati, Brihaspati leaves the place, and Indra then realizes his mistake. Okay, then he goes to Brahma to seek for the remedy for that, because it's a aparad against the Guru Avagna. Guru aparad is the biggest aparad that we discussed in the 7th chapter of the same canto. So when he committed that Guru aparad, he went to Brahma to seek for the forgiveness and the remedy. Then Brahma told to approach Vishwarupa, the son of Twashta, who is a very young Brahmana. So when he approached Vishwarupa, Vishwarupa gave Narayana Kavacha to Indra. The Narayana Kavacha includes the prayers for the different incarnation of the Vishnu, like, oh Matsya Avatar, please save me from the water. Oh Vaman Avatar, please save me from the land. Oh Trivikram Avatar, please save me from the sky. So like that, different incarnations, there are the prayers to save us from the different places like water, fire, sky, earth, different places. So then when Indra got this Narayana Kavacha from the Vishwarupa, Indra observed one thing, that is Vishwarupa was paying obeisances to uh, demons, because he is from the both families. Father side is the Brahmana's family, mother side is the demon's family. So he was paying obeisances to both the parties, that is um, Devatas and also the demons. So when Indra seen this, how can one protect me against the demons who is paying the obeisances to the demons? So then he thought, and with a short temper, he killed Vishwarupa, who is a great Brahmana. See, initially he committed the offense against the Guru. Now he is committing against the Brahmana. So he did Guru Avagna, Brahmana Hatya, both he did. So out of the offenses, if we list the offenses, there are so many offenses like Dama Aparad, Nama Aparad, Vaishnava Aparad, Brahmana Aparad, like so many aparads are there. In this, the topmost aparads are done by our Indra, the guru of offenses, the guru of mistakes. Yeah, of course, he does a service. So initially committed Guru Aparad. Next, he committed Vaishnava Aparad, Brahmana Hatya. Next, in this chapter, we will see how we will commit the Vaishnava Aparad. Brihaspati, Guru Aparad. Vishwarupa, Brahmana Hatya. Vritrasura, Vaishnava Aparad. Okay, we will see in this chapter how he commits and how how Indra always goes back and forth. He commits mistakes, then he realizes. Again, he commits mistake, again he realizes. This always, it's a cyclic process of Indra. Yeah, again, from this, we should thank Indra because he's teaching us so many things, like, how to be and how not to be. Yeah? So when Indra killed Vishwarupa, then his father, who is Twashta, was performing a sacrifice, yajna, to beget a son who can kill Indra. Because Vishwarupa is the son of Twashta. I'm sorry, this family hierarchy is little confusing to remember, but still I'm trying my best to repeat this again and again. So Indra killed Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa's father is Twashta. So Twashta is performing this yajna to beget a son who can kill Indra. But Twashta mispronounced a mantra. Instead of saying Indra yasya shatru, he pronounced Indrasya shatru. In Sanskrit, yasya means ooze. And when you add this asya to some name, it says of that person. So Indra yasya shatru. That means whose enemy is Indra. Instead of pronouncing this, what he pronounced? Indrasya shatru. That means he pronounced who can be killed by Indra. So because of this mispronunciation, he got a wrong children. For him wrong, but for us it's right, because Patrastra is the godly demon. Yeah. So don't worry. These mispronouncing mantras are only for the karma kandic activities. But whenever intention is pure, even if we chant the mantras, even if we chant our Sanskrit verses improperly, there is no offense. It is stated in I think Padma Purana. What is it? Murkho vadati Vishnaya, Dhiro vadati Vishnave, Ubayotu samam punyam bhavagrahi Janardana. That means a murkha, a fool of less intelligent person can call it as Vishnaya, but actual correct word is Vishnave. So a Brahmana can pronounce it as Vishnave, and a less intelligent person can call it as Vishnaya. Then what is saying? Ubayostu, both the parties, the less intelligent person and the Brahmana, samam punyam, both will get the same punya, because Bhavagrahi Janardana, because Krishna looks at your intention, not what you pronounce. What is your intention? Okay, if your intentions are polluted and you're chanting the perfect Sanskrit verses, it's of no use. But when your intentions are pure, even though you're not a scholar, Krishna will love you. Krishna will dance on your tongue. That's why it's called Bhavagrahi Janardana. So Murkho vadati Vishnaya, Dhiro vadati Vishnave, Ubayostu samam punyam bhavagrahi Janardana. So we should not be worried that, oh, I'm not scholar in Sanskrit, I'm mispronouncing the verses. We should not be worried, because these all applies to karma kandic activities. But one who is in the path of going back to Krishna, he doesn't need to worry about all these things. So again, it doesn't give a license for us to mispronounce the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It doesn't give a license to mispronounce these things. Only there are three words, as yesterday Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji was saying. There are only three words are this in this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Rama. If we cannot pronounce them also with proper wording, then like, what are we? That's what Prabhuji was saying. So in Kali Yuga, we should be very fortunate to take birth in this Kali Yuga, because we got a very easy process to go back to Krishna, and we should be thankful. So when Twashta performed this yajna with the mispronunciation, that's where a demon came out. His name was Vritrasura. Vritra means a gigantic form, and Asura means demon. So that's Vritra plus Asura, Vritrasura. So a gigantic demon came out of this yajna. Okay. So like that we covered till now. This is the context till now, and now we are going to our topic, that is the death of the heroic demon Vritrasura. How Dhritarashtra got killed by Indra. Okay, that's what we are trying to understand today. So the first text, and Sukadeva Goswami said, desiring to give up this body, Dhritarashtra considered death in the battle preferable to victory. O King Parikshit, he vigorously took up his trident and with a great force attacked Lord Indra, the king of heaven, just as Kaitaba had forcefully attacked the supreme personality of Godhead when the universe was inundated. Translations and purports by His Grace, Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, what Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit is how Vritrasura is attacking Indra, because the purpose of Vritrasura is to kill Indra. That's only purpose. There is no other purpose. Ekoha Kurunandana. For him, killing Indra is the only purpose that he for his birth. There is no other purpose for his birth, right? So he was so gigantic, and it is said that his feet were touching the Patala and his head was touching to Satyaloka. That big he was, gigantic form. With that form, he was coming towards Indra to smash him to the death. And here the analogy given as like Kaitaba had forcefully attacked the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like Kaitaba has Icha Marana. So Kaitaba, we always sing this, right? Nasimha Vamana Sri Madhusudhana Brajendra Nandana Shama Putana Ghatana Kaitaba Satana Jaya Dasharadhi Rama. You see? Two demons, Kaitaba and Madhu, both. Here Madhusudana and Kaitaba Satana. So these two demons were killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but in that war went for 1,000 years between Kaitaba and Supreme Personality, right? In the same way, here the analogy given, in the same way, just like Kaitaba had attacked the Supreme Person, in the same way, our Vritrasura was going against the Indra. With that roaring sound he was going. Okay, then text 2. Then Vritrasura, the great hero of demons, hurled his trident, which had points like the flames of the blazing fire at the end of the millennium. With great force and anger, he threw it at Indra, roaring and exclaiming loudly, "O sinful one, thus I shall kill you." A demon is telling, "O sinful one." What does it mean? "Oh, sinful one." A demon is saying, a demon is addressing someone as sinful one. A demon itself is a sinful one. But Dhritarashtra is addressing Indra as sinful one. Why? Because as we discussed initially, first he committed the aparadha against Guru, next Brahmanatya, next we'll see how we'll commit Vaishnava aparadha. Yeah. So the reason why Dhritarashtra is saying, "Oh, sinful one" to Indra, maybe Indra is the Devraj, the head of all the demigods, but he's not a Vaishnava. Because what are the qualities of a Brahmana? He knows how to recite the mantras and how to teach the mantras and how to perform yajnas. Especially Indra is the famous for yajnas, hundreds of Ashwamedha yajnas. That's how he got his position. But a Vaishnava need not to be a Brahmana. By default, he is a Brahmana. A Brahmana cannot be a Vaishnava, but a Vaishnava is automatically a Brahmana, just like an athlete. Athlete, what is the quality of athlete? Athlete has to be fit and disciplined. But every fit and disciplined guy cannot become an athlete. Vice versa is not true. Okay? Brahma Ramba Mata, can you go on mute? Yeah. In Padma Purana, I said, Shatkarmo, Nipuno, Vipro, Mantra, Tantra, Visharada, Avaishnavo, Guru, Nasyad, Vaishnavasvapacha, Guru. He's saying, even you know all the Brahmanical activities, you are good at chanting the mantras, tantras, you're expert, Visharada. But if you are not a Vaishnava, that means if you are not surrendered to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, Guru Nasyad, you cannot become a Guru. But if you're a Vaishnava, even if you are a sinful one, you can become the guru. So here, Indra is a Brahmana. He knows how to do these Brahminical activities. That's what he knows. He's not surrendered. So that's why Vritrasura is addressing Indra as, "Oh, sinful one, thus I shall kill you." So that's what. Next, text third. Flying in the sky, Vritrasura trident resembled a brilliant meteor. Although the blazing weapon was difficult to look upon, King Indra, unafraid, cut into pieces with his thunderbolt. Simultaneously, he cut off Vritrasura arm, which was as thick as the body of Vasuki, the king of serpents. So, Vritrasura, Indra. Vritrasura is going closer to Indra, and finally he threw his trident against the Indra. Then Indra who held it and he smashed it and he threw reverse his thunderbolt. Then Vritrasura, one of his arms got cut down. So now Vritrasura is left with only one arm. Okay, and that arm is compared to the size of the Vasuki. Vasuki is like a serpent, which was used for the Samudra Mardhan. Yeah, and Krishna is telling, "I am that Vasuki. Sarpanam Asmi Vasuki." He is telling in Bhagavad Gita, of all the serpents, I am Vasuki. So that means you can imagine the power of Vasuki, like how powerful it is. But still, Indra could smash that arm of Vritrasura, though it was as thick as the body of Vasuki. Okay. Next, although one of his arms was severed from his body, Vritrasura angrily approached King Indra and struck him on the jaw with an iron mace. He also struck the elephant that carried Indra. Thus, Indra dropped the thunderbolt from his hand. So finally, what happened? When his arm was cut, with single arm, he was going against Indra without losing the faith on his capabilities and the goal of him. Okay. When he went this time, just like our Telugu movies, right? Like first hero goes, next villain comes, villain hits the hero, so then the hero falls down. Then again hero will fall down. Then finally hero gets up. Then finally only one slap, done. He will go 100 meters away. In the same way, this time, Vritrasura came towards Indra and just he hit him with his mace, and Indra got hurt, and even if fall down from Airavata, his vehicle, elephant. Okay, next, fifth. The denizens of various planets like the demigods, demons, charanas, siddhas praised Vritrasura deed, but when they observed that Indra was in a great danger, they lamented, "Alas, alas." So all the charanas, siddhas, demons, demigods, everyone was praising Vritrasura. "Oh, Vritrasura, what a great fight it is." But when they looked at Indra, they were lamented. We will also do the same thing. We will be very happy when we get something. Very, very happy. "Oh, I got this. Oh, I got this." Then immediately we'll say, "Oh, why did I get this? Why did I get this?" I heard from somewhere a small story. Once there is a person, he got his horse with so much of cost, with so much expensive horse he bought it. Okay. Then everyone came to his house and was praising, "Oh, what a great thing it is, with so much expensive horse you got it. That's great." Then after a few days, that horse left somewhere. Okay, when he was sleeping, that horse left somewhere. Then immediately everyone came and told, "అయ్యో అయ్యో ఎంత ఖర్చు పెట్టి కొన్నావురా, ఏడికి పోయిందిరా, ఎట్లా అయిపోయిందిరా." Like they were saying, like they were lamenting, "Oh, you purchased with so much of money and now you lost so much of money." Then after a few days, that horse returned to home, returned to his house. Then everyone again came and said, "Oh, you got your horse back. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing." Next, after a few days, this guy went for a ride on the horse, and he fell down and his leg got hurt. Then again, immediately everyone came and told, "అయ్యయ్యో ఎంత పని చేసినావు రా, అది కొనుక్కుంటుంటే అయిపోతుండే కదరా. Why did you even buy that? Because of that stupid horse." You lost your leg. Then the king announced the war and asked every boy should go for a war except this guy because he lost his leg. Then again, everyone has come and praised, oh, nice that you lost your leg, or else you would have been killed in the war. So, like this, everything is uncertain in this world. No one knows what happens. All of a sudden, we get fever. All of a sudden, we get dengue, good chikungunya, corona. We don't know what happens, and we should not be feeling proud of what we have today. We should be happy all the time. That doesn't mean we should always be morose of thinking about future, but we should be equal in all the cases. Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Kavyastini Sunicheva Sopakecha Pandita Samadarshina. A real Pandita, a real devotee should always be same in all the situations. Matra Sparshastu Konteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkada Agapapayano Nitya Stam Titikshva Bharata. Our Shastras repeatedly told so many slokas against this. Even if there is sorrow, happiness, cold, heat, repute, pride, and also even if there is avamana, if someone insults us, we should be in the same mood. That's what it is saying. Okay. Now, in the sixth text, what it is saying, having dropped the thunderbolt from his hand, the presence of his enemy, Indra was practically defeated and was very much ashamed. He dared not to pick up his weapon again. Vritrasura, however, encouraged him, saying, take up your thunderbolt and kill your enemy. This is not time to lament your fate. Wow. Vritrasura is teaching to Indra. What is he saying? Take up your thunderbolt and kill your enemy. This is not the time to lament your fate. And we should do all our activities with the focus towards Krishna, with our goal to reach Krishna. And Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya dhyatma chetasha nirashir nirmamo bhutva yutyasva vigata jvara. He's saying, vigata jvara, leave your lethargy, get up and fight. How do you fight? Mai sarvani karmani. Give up all your activities to me. Sanyasa dhyatmata chetasha. Chetasa means with full knowledge. Adhyatma means with the complete self, with pure consciousness, chetasa. Nirasir nirmamo bhuta, without any profit, without any ownership, do it for me. Krishna is saying. And the same thing is being said by Vritrasura too. Indra is practically teaching Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita to Vritrasura. Practically. Okay. Next, seventh. From here, the philosophy starts. Vritrasura is teaching Bhagavatam to Indra. A demon is speaking Bhagavatam to the Devaraj. What a scene is this? What is saying? Sixth sloka. Having dropped the thunderbolt from his hands in the presence of his enemy, Indra was practically defeated and was very much ashamed. He dared not to pick up the weapon again. Vritrasura, however, encouraged him, take up your thunderbolt and kill your enemy. This is not your time to lament your fate. This is the till now we did set the context of the fighting. That like how did the fighting go? Okay. Now Vritrasura is continuing this conversation with Indra. Is literally speaking the high philosophy to Indra. What is saying? Oh Indra, no one is guaranteed of being always victorious but the original enjoyer, the supreme personality of Godhead Bhagavan. He is the cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, and he knows everything. Which sloka you remember by listening to this? Any guesses? Which sloka you remember? I'll read this again. He is the cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, and he knows everything.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. I'm thinking so, Prabhuji, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is also correct. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir
Sarva
Govind
Karana
Karana.
Karanam.
Yeah, he is the cause of all the causes. But Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, first sloka, SB 1.1.1. It starts with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadyasya Yatonvayad Itaraschardheshu Avibhagnasarat Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavahe Muhyanti Yat Suraya Tejo Varimrutam Yatavimayo Vitratrisargom Vrisha Dhamna Svena Sadhan Ashtaka Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. What is he saying? Janma Adi. Janma means creation or appearance. Here also saying same thing. Dhritarashtra is saying same thing. He is the cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. Janma Adi. Janma Adi means Janma and also other things. Janma Dyasya Yatonvayad Itaraschardheshu Abhibhnaswarat.
Okay, beta.
What is saying? Next,
Papa
what is
का है?
saying? Aribol, can someone go on mute? Soumya Mataji. Yeah. Yeah. Next, Abhigna Swarat. He's also saying same thing. He knows everything. He knows everything. So the Bhagavatam also saying the same thing. The first sloka itself is saying Krishna is the fully cognizant directly or indirectly. Ardeshva Abhigna Swarat. And also is independent Swarat. Are we Swarats? No, we are dependents. We are dependent on Krishna. When Krishna wants food, it automatically comes to him. All the trees will bend themselves and give fruits to Krishna. But we have to struggle so much to get a fruit. We have to cross 7 oceans to get a fruit. America, Australia, we have to go over different places. Even an elephant doesn't go too far to get its food. But we are leaving our hometowns, we are leaving our parents, and we are struggling so much to get a single meal. Like, this is Kali Yuga. Like, literally, we left our parents and we are leaving our children, teaching the same thing. Go out, earn, get the food for a meal. So we are doing the same thing. Independent, we are dependent. And we don't know how to depend also. When Krishna gives hand, we look somewhere else. Where is the hand? Don't look that hand. We're dependent. But Krishna is independent. And also, Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavahe Muhyanti Yat Suraya. Even the demigods are confused thinking about Krishna. How can this boy, small boy, be caught by Yashoda Mata? And also is killing so many demons. What kind of personality is this? And Suraya, even Devatas are confused, are in illusion. He is the same person. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye. Adikavaye means, who is Adikava? Adikavaye? Adikavaye means the first living being, that is Brahma. And Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye. He gave the knowledge to Brahma. How? Through heart. Tejo Vari Mrudam Yatha Vimayu Yatra Trisargom Mrisha. Dhamna Svena Sadha Nirashta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimai. And our entire material world is illusion by the 3 modes of material nature. But Dhamna Svena Sadha Nirashta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimai. But the spiritual world, there is no illusion. Nirashta Kuhakam, there is no illusion. And also, it is Satyam, that's always permanent. But this material world is Asatya, Ashashvata. It's temporary. And the spiritual world is Satyam Shashvatam. It's there, it will be there forever, Shashvata. Dhamna Svena. And how is that spiritual world? Dhamna Svena is full of opulence. That spiritual world is. And Ritrasra is teaching that to Indra. He is the cause of creation, maintenance, annihilation. Janmadyasya. And he is telling that next, and he knows everything. Abhigna. And next he again saying being dependent and being obliged. When he says being dependent means us, that means Krishna is independent, Swarat. Next is being dependent and being obliged to accept material bodies, belligerent subordinates, or sometimes victorious and sometimes defeated. What is saying? He's saying we are obliged to accept these material bodies. Which sloka you remember? Karmana daiva netrena jantur dehopapattate striya pravishta udara pumso reta kanastraya. What is saying? Srimad Bhagavatam. Karmana daiva netrena. Based on our karma, good karma, bad karma, all the karmas are accumulated. Then daiva netrena, under the supervision of daiva, Krishna, what happens? Jantur dehopapattaye. We get into the jantu bodies. We are also jantus. Human is also two-legged animals. Like, what is the difference? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. Anni chestunnam. We are doing all those things. What is the difference between animals and us? That's what our spirituality started. By His grace, Lilananda Prabhu. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. These four things we are doing, dying. So karmana daivanetrena janturdehopapattate means based on our karma, with the supervision of Krishna, we enter into the bodies of the jantus. How we enter? Striya pravishta udaram. When the Stri and Purusha meets, we enter into the udara of a Stri. How? Purusha Reta Kanasraya. With the semen of the Purusha, we enter into the body of, we enter into the womb of the Stri. That's what he's saying. Being obliged to accept material bodies, we are obliged. We are forced to take these bodies. We are forced because we don't have an option. And if we don't surrender to Krishna now, we will be forced to take the same bodies. And after taking these bodies, we are sometimes victorious, sometimes defeated. Is always the victory guaranteed? No. Is always the defeat guaranteed? No. Are you sure what you will get? In a way, yes, because of your karma. In a way, no, because you don't know what is your karma. Yeah. So we should be, we should not take one more birth. Yesterday, not yesterday, some few days back, I was thinking, I was coming by car and there was so much noise, so much pollution. If this is the case now, what would be the case after 100 years? In the name of civilization, so many things are coming, so many things. We are proud of our inventions, proud of stupid inventions. Prabhupada says, stupid inventions. We are proud of so many things. But can you imagine the future of our kids? I was thinking, Are ఏమైపోతారు వీళ్ళంతా? Now only we are suffering so much because of this pollution and all. What happens after 100 years? And the tragedy is we want to take another birth after 100 years. Alas, this is ridiculous. I know, again, as I mentioned, I gave the disclaimer in the starting itself. I'm speaking beyond my realization, but just to serve Srimad Bhagavatam. Even I'm like that. I'm not telling I'm not like that. I'm the first, I get the first rank in this. Yeah, we want to take birth again. I want to be that, I want to be this. I want to own that, I want to own this. If we really contemplate on what's going on around us, we will hate our life. Just look around you. You don't need to go to Himalayas and do tapasya there. Just chant with pure consciousness and look around you. You will know that you are in a filthy place, though you are in the my home or Aparna or wherever. You're in the damn filthiest place you are in. Yeah. But we should have the open heart to accept that. It's not that easy to accept this. You might think that, oh, what a big deal. I have the AC, fan, bed, nice bed, dining table, no touch taps, Western toilets, bathtubs. Yeah, good. Not bad idea. But is this what really giving happiness for you? Are you really happy? That's what I'm not sure if I told you or not. Recently, my house got painted. And as soon as I came into the house from the office, I got a very bad smell of the paint. Very bad. Did you ever smell the paint? Like how weird it is to even smell? But after 1 hour, I didn't feel anything because I got habituated to that 1 hour. Then someone else came into my house and they said, Chi, 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 what smell is this? Wow. Then I told, dude, I'm not getting smell. How are you getting? Does it mean the smell has gone? I don't have the proper sense to smell that paint. In the same way, we are in this filthiest place, and if a guru comes into our life and says, hey, fool, Muda, get out of this place, you are in a very filthy place, then you will say that, oh, I'm happy. Does it mean the guru is saying wrong? Does it mean my friend was saying the paint is not, there's no paint smell? Just like I did not have the sense to smell the paint because I got habituated for that 1 hour. We are also habituated in hundreds, thousands, millions of births to enjoy this material world, and our senses are completely covered by the three modes. And we are not realizing that we are in a filthy place. Are we cognizant like Krishna? We are not. But can we be cognizant like Krishna? May not be to the fullest quality, but quantity, but maybe we can, provided you surrender to your guru and chant your rounds.
Hari bol, Hari bol.
Why not? Do it. We can do that. Why not? When we are able to do so many inventions, forget about it. Can't you do this? Sit and chant, sit and chant. So such a simple process. Yesterday someone sorry. Yesterday someone posted a video. Someone posted a video saying, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Hare Krishna. So, what I was saying. Yeah. Yesterday, someone posted a video. This is the Kali Yuga memory. Just with a fraction of seconds, we forget what we are speaking. Yeah. Yesterday, someone posted a video. At the end of our life, we can remember 7 minutes what's going on. And what we want to remember is our choice. Do you want to associate with the stupids and idiots outside and you want to remember them same thing and you want to take the birth amongst them? Is one choice. Do you want to associate with the devotees, completely 24/7 without saying no to anything, and you want to remember them at the end of your life? Is our choice. Which one you want? That's our choice. Choice is ours. Krishna gives you full freedom to choose whatever you want. You want spiritual world? Take it, no problem. You want to be in this material world, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam? Take it. Krishna gives that. But what are we choosing? That is left to our intelligence. Next, Dhritarashtra is continuing. It didn't stop. A demon is speaking this. What happened to us? Yeah. Say 8th. All living beings in all the planets of the universe, including the presiding deities of all the planets, are fully under control of the Lord. They work like birds caught in a net who cannot move independently. Prabhujis and Matajis, we are also the same birds in a cage of this material world, unable to move freely. We think that we are independent. Feminism, next, independency, nuclear families, I can do that. I can do this. I have that right. You have this right. Human rights, social rights, that right, this right, damn right. We don't have any right. What, like, that's what, if you think you are this body, you get all these ideas that I want to be independent of my husband, I want to be independent of my wife, I want to be independent of my children, I want to be independent of my parents. But when you dependent on Krishna, you will be dependent on everyone, because we are all the children of Krishna. When we can see that Kshirodakshay Vishnu Paramatma in everyone's art, why we will not bow down to any person? We should bow down. Again, I am speaking to myself. We should. And we are dependent, and we have given a set of quota. Ishopanishad is saying, Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagattena tyaktena bhunjita magruda kasya svidhanam. Evvad double diskoku, evvad sampad diskoku, kasya svidhanam. Don't dependent on anyone's wealth. Krishna has given you enough. Don't be so greedy. Like Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. They're digging, they're searching for the gold, Hiranya. What happened finally? Narasimha came. Bhukhandam, Varanandam, Paravara Viratam, Dampa, Damporu Dampam, Dim, 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 Didim, Bim, Dahamapi, Jampa, Jampasya Jampai, Tulyas, Tulyas, Tutulyas, Duma Duma Dumakai, Kunkumankai, Kumankai, Etate Purna Paravara Akara Patumam, Narasimha. Narasimha came like ferocious, killing the demon Hiranyakashipu. And at the same time, in the parallel, he came to save Prahlad. We want us to be like Prahlad or Hiranyakashipu is our choice. You want to excavate, dig, pollute the mother earth, and be Hiranyakashipu and be killed by Krishna? I'm sure, at least I'm not that great to be killed by Krishna. Or you want to be Prahlad, sincerely chanting, by dependent on Krishna. When Hiranyakashipu thrown Prahlad onto the ground from the great mountains, he just was chanting Om Namo Narayanaya. That's it, he was chanting. And when he was about to touch the ground by 1 feet, Krishna came and kept his hand. He was thrown into the fire. He was tortured with the elephants. What not? Hiranyakashipu tried all of the ways to kill Prahlad. But at every moment, whenever Prahlad was saying Om Namo Narayanaya, that Nama saved Prahlad. Shatru Chedaika Mantram, Sakala Upanishad Vakya Sampujya Mantram, Samsaro Cheda Mantram, Vesana Bhujaka Sandasa Santrana Mantram. It can kill all the Vesanas in us. Vesana Bhujaga Sandasa Santrana Mantram. It can also kill our enemies, Shatrus. What are the Shatrus? Kama, Krodha, Lova, Mada, Matsarya. Not Edruntellamma, Pakkinti Pullamma. These are not our enemies. Our enemies are our lust, our greed. Shatru Chedaika Mantram. But to those Shatrus also, that Nama can kill. And that Nama is being worshipped in all the Vedas, Upanishads. Sakala Upanishad Vakya Sampujya Mantram. Next the same Nama can kill our bondage, Samsaro Cheda Mantram. As I mentioned, it can kill all the Vesanas, Vesana, Bhujaka, Sandasa, Santrana Mantram. Next, the same Nama can give all the Aishwarya to us, Sarvaishwaryeka Mantram. What not can this Nama do for us? This Nama can do everything for us. Everything. Provided we have that faith in the mantra. That's what Vritrasva is saying. And what is saying? Ninth, we are in ninth, right? Our sensory prowess, mental power, bodily strength, living force, immortality, mortality are all subject to the superintendence of Supreme Personality Godhead. Not knowing this, foolish people think the dull material body to be the cause of all their activities. Many people think, oh my God, I have such a gigantic body, gym body. And to get that gym body, we eat whey protein, that protein, this protein, and finally, though we have the muscular body, we get back pain, we get acidity issues, we get sun allergies, we get knee pains. Come on, like when we think that we are body, this is what happens. But when you think of you as a soul, and when you nourish that soul, the parrot sitting next to you, the Paramatma, when you turn towards that Paramatma will reveal everything for you, what to do, what not to do. How come Radhesham Prabhuji, His Grace Radhesham Prabhuji is running? I was amazed to see Radhesham Prabhuji last to last year in Vrindavan is doing parikrama. He was running at the age of 50. I was crawling. Amma eppudaiputadi, Amma eppudaiputadi. Because Prabhuji has seen the soul, I was looking at the body. This is what happens. Next, 10th. O King Indra, as a wooden doll that looks like a woman or as animal made of grass and leaves cannot move or dance independently but depends fully on the person who handles it, all of us dancing according to the desire of Supreme Controller, the personality of Godhead, no one is independent. Prakrite kriyamanani gunani gunais karman sarvasha ahankaradi moodatma kartaham iti manyate. A fool with full of ahankara. Ahankara means what? Ahamkara. I am doing. A person with ahankara, what he says? Kartaham iti manyate. He thinks he is the doer. But he is not. He is dependent. That's what Rudrasra is saying. Okay? 11th. 1 second, Prabhuji Sarnataji. Okay? Yeah. That's what it is. Like, it's like a puppet. Puppet can talk. No, puppeteer has to make it talk. What are you doing? The puppeteer has to do that for the puppet. Because puppet is dependent. It's not independent. We are same that dependent like puppets in the hands of Krishna. Are we realizing it? Or are we thinking, still we are thinking, oh, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. Next, 11th. The three Purushas, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Karanadakshay Vishnu. The material nature, the total material energy, the false ego, the 5 material elements, the material senses, the mind, the intelligence and consciousness cannot create the material manifestation without the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The three Purushas in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Vishnostu Trini Rupani Purushakyani Atho Vidu. What is saying? Trini Rupani. There are three forms of Vishnu, and they are called what? Purushakyani Atho Vidu. They are known as Purushas. What are those three? Ekam tu Mahatasrashta Srishtir. What is that? Ekam tu. The first one is what? Mahatasrishtir. That is the creation, the creator of this world is Mahavishnu or Karanadakshay Vishnu, because he's the Karana for this creation, Mahavishnu. And from that Vishnu's hair, so many Brahmandas come, and in each Brahmanda he enters. Like what? Dvitiyam tva andas samastitam. In each Brahma anda, he enters as what Vishnu? Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Garbha Udaka Vishnu. Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Next, Tritiyam Sarvabhutastam. Okay, Mahavishnu. From him, Ananta Koti Brahmandas are coming, and in each Brahmanda is entering, and in that Brahmanda, from that Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Brahma comes, and from Brahma creates entire living beings. In each living being, Vishnu is entering as Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Sarva Bhutastam. See how merciful one can be. Even though we are going to the hellish planets, also Krishna is coming with us as Kshirodaksha Vishnu. He's not leaving us alone. Prabhuji and Mataji is not, no matter how sinful we are, no matter how stupid we are, Krishna is still with us. Krishna is within you. Krishna is within me. Not only in charas, acharas also. Even the immovable matter also Krishna is there. Soul is, Krishna is pervading everywhere. And he is taking care of everything personally. When we respect that Paramatma decision coming from our heart, then our life will be successful. Sometimes we do bad activities, and at the same time we feel, Arey, maybe I should not do this. This is not I am. That some voice will come from inner side. Yeah. But when we listen to that inner voice that is directly coming from the Paramatma, and without focusing on our mind, why will not our life will be successful? Can a mother give poison to his kids? No. Then how can Krishna can give? Krishna is our well-wisher. Krishna wants us to come back. How can Krishna give us the poison? So whatever he gives us is Amrita. And this Vitrasura, the godly demon, is talking about Purushas. Go to any Gachibowli, Tellapur, Hyderabad, Nizamabad. Ask him, who is the Purusha? Then I am Purusha. I have mustache, can't you see? No one knows who is Purusha. But this demon is telling who is the Purusha. Is telling Vishnosti Trinirupani Purushakyanam Athovidu Ekam tu Mahatastrushta Dvitiyam Tva Anda Samastitam Tritiyam Sarva Bhutastam. And finally Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying Tani Gnatva Vimuchyate. Evudakaite Delisado word liberated. Whoever knows this, three Purushas, that soul gets liberated. What does it mean? Knowing these three Purushas means now we know all these things. Okay, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Karna, we know. Does it mean we get liberated? No. Here knowing means we should understand them with proper tattva and we should surrender to them, then we get liberated. We should not take these Vedas words as granted. You should never fall for the flowery language of Vedas. Krishna is saying that don't fall for them. Understand the meaning. Approach a guru. Go and get slaps from him. Understand what it is, what is correct, what is not. Is my understanding correct? Check with double check, triple check. Then success is guaranteed. Guaranteed. There's no doubt of this. Yeah. Next, 12th. A foolish, senseless person cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although always dependent, he falsely thinks himself as the Supreme. If one thinks according to one's previous fruitive actions, one's material body is created by the father and mother. Wow. According to one's previous fruitive actions, one's material body is created by the father and mother, and the same body is annihilated by another agent as another animal is devoured by a tiger. This is not proper understanding. The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself creates and devours the living beings through other living beings. Just now we said, Karmana Daivanitrena Jantur Deho Papattate Striya Pravishta Udara Pumsa Rita Kanashtra. Based on our karma, we take birth again and again, and that is sanctioned by the Daiva, Krishna. Next. Just as a person not inclined to die must nonetheless give up his longevity, opulence, fame, and everything else at the time of death, and at the appointed time of victory, one can gain all these when the Supreme Lord awards them by his mercy. So that means if we have to die, whatever the 60 years or 100 years we struggled for to get the fame, to get the wealth, to get the children, everything will go in a second. Everything. Not even single thing. Sarvam. Mrityu sarva arasjaham. Krishna is telling that death which takes everything away from you is that me. Krishna is saying. Yeah? Krishna is saying, I'm that, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. In the same way, he's telling that death which takes everything away from you, that is me. Krishna is saying. And when that death comes to you, you should leave everything that you possess. By the way, you will not have an option to choose to keep it with you or not. No matter you are the owner of a big company, no matter you are the owner of this, no matter you are the vice president in a company, no matter you are the CEO of the company, go hell. Leave it, pack the bags, go. For your kind information, there is no time to pack the bags also. Yeah. So better we should not spend too much time on the packing bags. Yeah. So that we get prepared for the death. Yeah. Krishna. 14th. Since everything is dependent on the supreme will of the personality of Godhead, one should be equipoised in the fame, defamation, victory, defeat, life, death. In their effects represented as the happiness and distress, one should maintain oneself in equilibrium and without anxiety. Prabhuji and Mataji, just to check if you are all with me, who is saying this? Can someone tell who is saying all these things? Sukadev Goswami?
Vitrasura Prabhu.
Rutrasura is saying, not Sukadev Goswami. The demon is saying this what? Hari, he's speaking highest philosophy. We should be equipoised in fame, defame, victory, defeat, life, death, happiness, distress. Just now we spoke. Matra sparshasthu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agamapayana nityastam tituksha bharata vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane vyastini sunishcheva svakyacha pandita samadarshana. Again in Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter it says, sama shatraucha mitrecha tata manapamanayo shitoshna sukha dukkheshu sama sanga vivarjita tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthira manir bhaktinam ma priyo nara. What is saying? You should be equal to Shatru and Mitru, for the enemy and the friend. And also you should be equal to Mana, Apamana, fame and defame, or honor and dishonor. And also Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada, even if there is a heat and cold, that you should bear. Samasanga, Vivarjita, Muttam, like even if you are ignored, neglected by entire world, you should be still that same person, like Jada Bharata. Next, Tulya Ninda Stutir Mauni. Even if you get so many nindas, you should be calm, like Prahlad. Santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthira mathir. With full consciousness, with full knowledge, you should be that sthira. Dhritarashtra is speaking Bhagavad Gita here. Nice. 15th, I'll close last 3 slokas left. One who knows that 3 qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance, are not qualities of the soul, but the qualities of material nature, and who knows that the pure soul is simply an observer of the actions and reactions of these qualities, should be understood to be a liberated person. He is not bound by these qualities. So we should understand that these 3 modes of material nature, Tama, Rajas, Sattva, are the modes of this material nature, not of our soul, Prabhujis and Matajis, but we are bound by those material, those modes. But when we get away from those 3 ropes tying us, then we get liberated. And that is possible in this Kali Yuga. Krite Dhyayato Vishnu Tretayam Majitomakai Dwapare Paricharyayam Kalau Tad Hari Kirtana. The same benefit that we got in Krita Yuga by meditating, the same benefit that we got in Dwapara Yuga by doing yajnas, the same benefit that we got in Treta Yuga by deity worship, the same benefit that we can get in this Kali Yuga, Kalau Tad Hari Kirtana, when we chant the Hari name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Get out of this modes of material nature. Dhritarashtra is saying. Okay. 16th. Oh, my enemy, just look at me. Dhritarashtra is saying to Indra, oh, my enemy, Indra, look at me. I have already been defeated. For my weapon and arm have been cut into pieces. My arm has gone. Next, my mace also gone. You have already overwhelmed me, but nonetheless, with a desire to kill you, I am trying my best to fight. I am not at all morose, even under such adverse conditions. Therefore, you should give up your moroseness and continue fighting. Dhritarashtra is saying, be focused on what you want. I am focused. I want to die in this battle because in previous life, I am Chitraketu. I want to go back to Sankarshana. That's my purpose. I am fighting. My one arm has gone. My weapon also gone. Still, I am coming with one arm to you. What happened to you? Come on. Let's fight. Either you die or I'll die. Idam shariram shata sandhi jarajaram. Even if our bones break, we should be focused to Krishna. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekoha kuru nandana. Be that single focused. Text 17. Oh, my enemy, consider this battle a gambling match in which our lives are stakes. The arrows are the dice and the animals acting as the carriers of the game board. No one can understand who will be defeated and who will be victorious. It all depends on the providence. Okay? So till now, Dhritarashtra spoke all this. Next, Sukadev Goswami continues, and I think His Grace Giriraj Prabhuji continues. Before closing, I was contemplating while I was reading and preparing for this class. I was contemplating, and at the same time, our dear His Grace Namakeshav Prabhu was leaving his body. I was contemplating like what Vritrasura qualities are, and I was just doing an analogy of Namakeshav Prabhu. Namakeshav Prabhu didn't take birth in a devotee's family, a Brahmin family. Lilananda Prabhuji always says we are Nalgonda Reddys. Yeah, this is a lot of meat eating goes in Reddy's family and goats from like different families, especially in Telangana. In such a family, Namakeshav Prabhu has taken birth. Just like Dhritarashtra has taken birth with a wrong cause to kill Indra. But due to his previous life curse by Mother Parvati, Dhritarashtra could remember his previous life and he acted as a godly qualities. He exhibited his godly qualities. And Namakeshav Prabhu, though he didn't take birth in a devotee family, he ended up as a great devotee, giving us all inspiration to read Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chant. And another thing, his dedication, focus, just like Dhritarashtra was fighting against the Indra, though he was losing his arm and weapon. Namakeshav Prabhu was also the same thing. He was losing his limb by limb. Every day, he used to be, I still remember Prabhuji used to sit with me and my wife especially, because we speak in Telugu. The initial days, I still remember Prabhuji used to sit with us and talk very nicely. When we were in the down times, Prabhuji used to tell, even we suffered getting the boy for almost 10 plus 11 years to get a boy. So he gave us the courage to go through this phase. Just like Vritrasura was losing limb by limb, initially he left his arm, next weapon. In the same way, Namakeshav Prabhu was losing his limb by limb. Next, he left his weapon, that is chanting back, like he was only doing normal because he was paralyzed. And just like Vritrasura preached to Indra, Prabhuji always used to preach. He used to make us sit and say, this is how you should do, this is what you should do. Get Vaishnava association, earn nicely, take care of family nicely, have good children, teach them some values. He used to preach. And with the focus that Vritrasura fought against Indra, with only focus to kill Indra and get liberated, go to Sankarshana. Namakeshwar Prabhu was also, though he was going through lot, the food through pipes, urinating on the bed, still he was continuing to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And it is said that to kill Vritrasura, Indra took 1 year to chop the head of the Vritrasura because he was a gigantic Asura. Indra took 1 year to kill, just to chop the head of the Vritrasura. In the same way, Namakeshwar Prabhu struggled for 3 years. Pathetic. Like whenever I used to look at him, I used to cry because sometimes I didn't even look at him because the same person who was so jovial, who used to say so many things. How can we see someone in such condition? So I was so many times I went to Prabhuji's house, but many times I didn't even go to Namakeshwar Prabhu because I couldn't see. Sometimes I used to go to give blessings to my son and myself, my wife. And when I was fortunate to do kirtan at the body of Prabhuji till early morning. So, and also I had a fortune to attend the final rites of Prabhuji. And when Lilananda Prabhuji was shouting at the end, before taking Prabhuji onto the cremation ground, the final chiti, Lilananda Prabhuji was shouting, Nana, 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 like he was really shouting with a hope that Prabhuji will come back. Like, especially I couldn't see Lilananda Prabhuji in such condition because I always seen Lilananda Prabhuji with so much courage, dare, bold. Like I couldn't see Prabhuji in that situation. But when he shouted that Nana, Nana, Nana 3 times in the ears of Namakeshwar Prabhu, he really shouted with a hope that Prabhuji will come back. And see the power of bhakti. If you are in bhakti, we are living in a world where people are abandoning the very good parents who struggled, who sacrificed their lives to give us the good future. And still we are abandoning, we are joining them in this old age homes. In that age, in that era, in that world, even after serving for 3 years, Prabhuji was still with a hope, come back Nana, come back Nana. He was shouting. Glorious death, like Vritrasura, Namakeshwar Prabhu, glorious death, like, and I wish I should be in that position, and my son should be the same way, like such a example. I always, again, I'm telling you this honestly, since the day one I joined this satsang, I always observe 2 persons. One is Lilananda Prabhu, other one is Satya Prabhu. They serve their parents like too much. Like, that's where we should get inspired. Satsang is all about inspiring from each other. One might be good expert in something, one might not be expert in some other thing, but the satsang is all about that. What are you inspired by? From whom? Such a glorious death. We should always wish for. Hundreds of devotees came. No relation, no blood relation, nothing. But still so many devotees came and offered their prayers. I'm sure none of your prayers are like materialistic cries that people cry at the dead bodies of some stupid materialistic persons. People act to cry. People wantedly get tears from inside, remembering something else. But a real devotee cries for other devotee. You don't need to act. Automatically the tears flows down. So, I don't know how many of you contemplated on the departure of His Grace Namakeshwar Prabhu to the Goloka. I'm sure he must be enjoying the Is good time with Krishna now. Yeah, but when I was reading this Rudrasura, preparing for this class, I was only contemplating, I was only thinking about Namakeshwar Prabhu, nothing else. I was thinking how Prabhuji taught us, though he didn't take in a Brahmana family, how he taught. Same thing, if you read all these 16, 17 slokas that we discussed, you map it to the Namakeshwar Prabhu life, it's a as it is. Rudrasura is not a demon, he's a godly demon. All other demons are different. They were killed by Krishna, but this demon is a godly demon. Though he took birth in demonic intentions, he is having godly qualities. So all glories to the entire family of Prabhuji, who nurtured the family, both vice versa. Prabhuji nurtured Namakeshwar Prabhu nurtured Lilananda Prabhu, all glories. And let's all pray sincerely for Namakeshwar Prabhu, chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare. This Namakeshwar ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to all the assembled devotees. Vancha kalpa tarubhyasya कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. इस डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.
Hari Bol, Prabhuji. Excellent class. Hats off to you.
Hare Krishna, Pavan Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Wonderful class, and no words to say, Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you.
Glories to Prabhupada.
ఎక్సలెంట్ క్లాస్ పవన్ ప్రభుజీ. లీలానంద ప్రభుజీకి తగిన శిష్యుడు అనిపించుకుంటున్నారు మీరు. నిజంగా ఎంత బాగా చెప్పారంటే అంత బాగా చెప్పారు. ఒక ప్రీచర్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత తనలాగా ఇంకొంతమంది తయారైతే చాలా హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అవుతారు. నిజంగా మిమ్మల్ని చూసిన తర్వాత నాకైతే మాత్రం లీలానంద ప్రభుజీ జన్మధన్యం అనిపించింది. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభుజీ.
మై ప్లెజర్.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. I have no words to tell how much you love my father and how much my father loved you and all other devotees. I'm very grateful, Prabhuji. I learned a lot of things from this class. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I think we can drop off. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
భక్తి కంటిన్యూ అయితేనే ఉండాలి అని ఉద్దేశం.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
చనిపోయిన మిగతా వాళ్ళంతా భక్తి చేయాలి.